Hare Krishna. So welcome to this next episode of Bhagavad Gita study. In the last episode we learned about how the existence of the Lord and his karma, his activities are divya, transcendental. And in this episode we will be discussing about the varnashram dharma that he has established. We will be talking about karma, vikarma and akarma. All the three things. What is sacrifice, that is yajna, and summary of the chapter number 4. So in 25th verse, the Lord says demigods are worshipped through yajna, sacrifice. He says impersonalists sacrifice into Brahman. He speaks brahmachari sacrifice the hearing process and the senses in the fire of mental control. Then he speaks grahasthas sacrifice the object of senses in the fire of the senses. Then he says the hatha yogis sacrifice breaths in the process of pranayam. Then he says some sacrifice their possessions, others by performing severe austerities, by practicing the yoga of eightfold mysticism. And then he says also studying the Vedas. All these are various sacrifices. So what is basically sacrifice? What is the purpose of sacrifice? The purpose of sacrifice is to express our gratitude towards the Lord. So this word yajna has come many times in Bhagavad Gita. Like yajna shishta shina santo muchyante sarva kilmishe bhunjate te tvagam pap ye pachanti atma karanat. So yajna, if not performed, then actually we are verily eating sin every day, it is said. Then again it is said yajnanam japa yajnosmi, that the topmost yajna is chanting the holy names of the Lord. Then again somewhere else yajnarthat karmano anyatra lokoyam karma bandhana. So that means if we don't perform yajna, then we may be bound by the material energy of the Lord. So in this way many times this word yajna comes and it is giving us very heavy purports, because this yajna, it is said bhuvanasya nabhi. Wherever yajna is performed, that is the center of the universe. So sacrifice is a very important aspect of our life. Now there is a Bollywood song also, Havan Karenge. हवन कुंड मस्तों का झुंड अब ऐसी रात सुनसान रात रख दिल पे हाथ हम साथ साथ बोलो क्या करेंगे, हवन करेंगे हवन करेंगे हवन करेंगे, ओए जीव जंतु जब सो रहे होंगे भूत प्रेत जब रो रहे होंगे, ऐसी बात सुनसान रात अब ऐसी रात हम क्या करेंगे, हवन करेंगे हवन करेंगे हवन करेंगे. Now these songs made by Bollywood are just to create some meaningless things in this world. That Havan means yajna. Havan of course is a part of yajna. But what is this yajna? Like when Vishwamitra, when he came to Dashrath Maharaj and he said, I want to have your son, and Dashrath Maharaj was almost half dead when he had to give Shri Ramchandra, his very dear son, to Vishwamitra Muni. But why did he take his son? For the protection of yajna that he was doing. So that means how important is this yajna. Even Ramchandra did Ashwamedha yajna. Even Yudhishthir Maharaj, he did Rajasuya yajna. So this yajna, is it the same yajna that these Bollywood songs are describing? Havan karenge. It's not the same. Let us understand what is this Havan, what is this yajna. Actually, when Devatas lost to the demons and they went to Brahmaji, Brahmaji told them, you should introspect. You have given up doing important responsibilities, and Yajna is one of the very, very important aspects, very, very important responsibility. So, what is the definition of Yajna? So, Yajna is not just a Agnihotri activity, but it is an activity which is done to please the Lord. It is a technology which is used for the betterment of everyone as an act of compassion for the pleasure of the Lord. So that is Yajna. Like, why does bee, there are so many bees who collect honey in the comb. So why do the bees, they collect honey? Why the plants give flowers? Why the seashells, they give pearls? Why the artists, they have such wonderful talents? Why does the cow give milk? Why does the earth give crop? Why do people work? Why do they marry? Why do they produce children? Why do brahmacharis follow celibacy? These are all yajnas. And what is the purpose of varnashram? Everyone has got adhikar. And to offer the adhikar of the person in front of us, that becomes my kartavya, my duty. What is my kartavya? My kartavya is to deliver the adhikar of the opposite person, as I said. So my adhikar is the kartavya of the opposite person. So it is a mutual give and take, and by that, we bring harmony in this material world. If I am born in a country, then I naturally get the citizenship. That is my hakka. But if I have to become a doctor, a chartered accountant, or a qualified government servant, so for that I have to prove my eligibility. I have to struggle, study hard, and pass the competitive tests, and then I become adhikari. Then I get the adhikar. So adhikar is different from hakka. Adhikar means I become qualified. So that qualification gives me many things in this world. So my adhikar, I am supposed to get from whom? From everyone else. Like right now when we are talking, I am speaking, so my adhikar is your attention. And your adhikar, which is my kartavya, is to give something valuable, something which is interesting, something which is inspiring, and something which is useful. So that becomes my kartavya. The kartavya of every living entity, we must know. What is the basic kartavya? The basic kartavya of any person, we say vyakti, is to express. He must express. व्यक्ति ने व्यक्त करना चाहिए. और क्या करना चाहिए? व्यक्त कृतज्ञता. So his basic kartavya is to express gratefulness to God. And how to do that? This entire material world, which is created by the Lord, it has got three realms: the microcosm, the macrocosm, and the neocosm. So we call it Adi Daiva, Adi Atma, and Adi Bhuta. So Adi Daiva is infinite. If we take a rocket and go into the space, it's infinite. There is no wall after which everything ends. It is infinite. Similarly, the Adi Atma, if we have an internal journey, into our body, we will find that there are bones and blood and muscles and tissues and then cells. Inside the cell, if we go still further, सूक्ष्मता में अगर हम जाएंगे, तो we will see that there are cellular elements like mitochondria and cytoplasm and nucleus and like that. And further if we go, we'll find DNA molecules. And further when we go, we'll find atoms. And further if we go inside, we will find that there are protons and neutrons and electrons. And further we cannot go, because human capacity is not yet so developed that we can even go into the electron. But what we have seen till wherever we have gone is that there is discipline, there is system, there is a perfect design, and therefore the Lord, who is the designer, he is existing even in the space between the atoms. So that is also infinite. We still cannot go, but even if we go, we will find design at every step. So that is the Adi Atma. And then comes Adi Bhut. So Adi Bhut means यह जो प्रातिभासिक जग जो हमें दिखता है, this world around us. We see all so many living entities, the humans, the animals, the birds, the insects, the trees, the aquatics, the tiny microorganisms. All this, they form the ecosystem. And we can't even count the hair which is there on our body. What to talk of counting all these species? So that is also infinite. We even cannot understand the people whom we love, we every day live with. We cannot understand them. It is so very, very complicated. So even in that way, everything is infinite, ununderstandable. But wherever we see, there is discipline. The whole world is running with proper siddhanta, with proper rules, and everything is in harmony. So everyone is doing its kartavya. So what is my kartavya? So Bhagavad Gita, it starts with Arjun asking, what am I supposed to do? What is my kartavya? And his mind was reeling and he did not know what is its kartavya. So it starts with our body. So my first connection with Prakriti, I am Atma, and my first connection with Prakriti is my body. So I should be, what is my kartavya towards my body? So I must be eating scientifically. I must be eating sattvic food, and I must be having ahar charya. I must be eating timely. Then I must be sleeping in time. I must be doing vyayam, pranayam, asan. So that is good for my body. Then comes, as I said, Adi Bhut. So Adi Bhut, how do I express my gratitude towards the Lord? So that is by, offering charity. So when the crop comes up, the farmer, he first gives a portion of it to the birds, and then all that बाकी का जो भूसा है वो भेड़ों को, बकरियों को खिलाता है. And then you make a flour, तो वो आटा जो है उसमें से कुछ he gives to the ants, चींटियों को खिलाता है. And then फिर उसको भूनने के बाद, then when the dough is made for the roti, some portion is given to the fishes. And then the roti is made, the first roti goes to the cow, and then the last roti, it goes to the dogs. So in this way, the Adi Bhut, we are expressing our gratitude to all the living entities. So environmental care is naturally in the system. Similarly, then Matru Devo Bhava, Pitru Devo Bhava, Atiti Devo Bhava, then Samaj Seva, Desh Seva, Rashtra Seva. So all these things, it comes in the Adi Bhuta. Then we have got, the 5 social moralities which comes in the Sarvabhauma Vrata. the first 5, they are the social responsibilities, that is called yama technically. So by following ahimsa, satya, brahmacharya, astheya and aparigraha. So these principles, when we follow, it is for the benefit of the society. Like when I am following ahimsa, I am not giving problem to the society. If I am not stealing, it is for the benefit of the society. If I am following brahmacharya, it is for the benefit of the women class. If I am following astheya, not robbing, so of course again it is good for the society. And aparigraha means I take only that much, how much ever is suitable for me, not more than that. So again, when I follow that, it benefits the society. So in this way, I offer my gratitude to the Adi Bhut, ultimately to the Lord. Then comes Adhyatma. So in Adhyatma dimension, how do I express my gratitude? I respect the spiritual master. I respect the Guru Parampara. So Guru Parampara, which starts from God himself. So I offer my respects to them because they have given me the scriptures, they have given me the knowledge. Then I offer my respects to the Vaishnavas. I do 3 Sandhya. That is also part of my progress in the Adhyatma, the spiritual pursuits. Then I follow the Niyam of the Sarvabhauma Vrata, the 5 individual moralities, which includes Saucha, Santosh, Swadhyay, Tapa, Ishwar Pranidhan. So all these Siddhantas, the Vratas, if I follow, that is for my spiritual growth. So I am supposed to have spiritual pursuits. If I don't have spiritual pursuits, then I am not grateful to all these people. So I must be doing sadhana, bhakti towards the Lord. So that is expressing my gratitude to the Lord through the Adi Atma. Then comes Adi Daiva. So how do I express my gratitude to the Lord through Adi Daiva? By performing this Havan Karenge. So this Yajna which is performed, it is to respect the Devatas. Then doing Tarpan to the Pitaras. So even Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he did Shraddha. So doing Shraddha of our Pitaras after death, after their death. So that is also very, very important. Then towards respect towards Kula Devata, respect towards Grama Devata. So these are all the various ways by which we express our gratefulness to the Lord. A pure devotee is not obligated to do all these duties, all these kartavyas. But as it is said, a pure devotee will, nevertheless he will do it for setting an example. Yad yad achariti shreshtas tat tat eve itaro janah. So neither a pure devotee is obligated, nor does a pure devotee neglect these duties out of arrogance. He will still be doing it, and he will not claim that, oh, I am a pure devotee, I don't need to do it. No, he still does it. So therefore, all the more we must be carrying out all these activities, that is yajna, the performance of welfare activity in this world as an act of compassion. We being the carrier of compassion, we must be doing it for the pleasure of the Lord.